Alright boys, we are back and it's time for the second last video of our Calgary Flames GM mode commentary. No matter what, alright? Win or lose, this is going to be the second last video. We got the Stanley Cup Finals in our last year, year 5, and we got a tough team here, the Buffalo Sabres, alright? Our playoff run so far has been actually pretty easy. We faced the 8-seeded Nashville Predators, beat them in 4. The 7-seeded St. Louis Blues beat them in 6. Alright, goalie controversy, but we got changed. Irving came in. Third round against the 6-seeded San Jose Sharks. We swept them as well, so we already have 2 sweeps. All right, Irving's back in the net. He's cemented himself as our starter in the playoffs, so we're going to go with Irving. But now we have to face the first-seeded team in the Eastern Conference, the Buffalo Sabres, all right? And also, we've lost Hunter Shinkaruk, so we have taken a big blow to our second line, and we're facing a much better team than we faced in the playoffs, all right? So it's going to be tough. Let's check out the Buffalo Sabres. Let's see what their team is all about here. See if they have any injuries, all right? I'm expecting, you know what, year 5, I don't know exactly, like Tyler Ennis maybe. I don't see him anywhere, no, but I'm expecting, what's his name, Ryan Miller to still be there, all right? So, first line, you got Thomas Vanek, Cody Hodgson, and Jason Pominville. Vanek and Pominville might be first liners. Oh, well, Pominville is definitely a first liner. Vanek could be a second liner. He looks more like a first liner. Hodgson, possibly a first liner, more likely a second liner. So, it's not a bad first line. The San Jose Sharks had a better first line with Marleau and Thornton, all right, but they didn't have any depth. Let's see if Buffalo's got depth here. Second line, they got Lievo, 81, Leno, 80, and Alesh Hemsky, 83. Hemsky's not bad on the second line there, but Leno and Lievo, they're maybe third liners at best. Third line, Korpikoski, 80, Luke Adams, 79, Brad Boys, 81. You know, it's not a bad third line technically. I'd say they're all listed as third line scorers or third line checkers. All right, ours is a lot better. And then the fourth line, you got a 60 overall guy there. Wiggle, Porter, 76, and Frolik, 79. Yeah, these guys really don't have much depth either. And they don't really have any studs up front. All right, maybe they're a very heavy defensive team if they still have, like, Ryan Miller and Tyler Myers. Or maybe they're missing an injury or two. I'm trying to think. Like, Tyler Ennis would be on the team if they didn't trade him away. I'm trying to think of anyone else. I can't think right now. We'll see at the injuries afterwards. Oh, man. Yeah, they're a defensive-minded team, especially if they still have Ryan Miller. All right, so Jordan Leopold, 87 overall. He could be a first-line first-line defenseman. Tyler Myers, 88 overall. He's definitely a first-line defenseman. So that's actually a pretty filthy first-line defensive core right there. Second line, you got Christian Ehrhoff, 86 offensive defenseman, and an 85 defensive defenseman in Sekarash. All right, so that's a really good top 4 defensive core. It really is. You might have 2 top 2 defensemen and then 2 top 4 defensemen. And then the third line, actually, you're going to have 4 top 4 defensemen and 2 82s. They're probably top 4s, all right, or really high top 6s in McNabb and Weber. So they have a really good defensive core, all right? Two-way defenseman, defensive defenseman. They have an offensive defenseman. Yeah, man. Watch out for their defenseman on the power play. And then the key to the puzzle, yes, he is still there. Ryan Miller, 92. So with Ryan Miller, 92 overall, with that defensive core the way it is, all right, I really don't expect them to be scoring many goals, but they're only going to need 1 or 2 goals a game to be competitive, all right, especially with that defense and Ryan Miller in there, all right? So do they have the better defensive core than us? Hang on a sec. I want to compare it. I think our injuries are back. I just want to see. All right. Go now to Calgary. It's kind of similar. Like, we make up with Duncan Keith on the second line, but then the third line, because we don't have Ristolainen. Well, we do have Ristolainen, but we're not dressing him right now because we were 4-0 with Volkanen back there. We're going to leave Volkanen in. All right. I'd say defensively it's pretty even. All right. Offensively, we know we have them. All right. And Irving, hopefully he's better than, or he can play better than Ryan Miller. But in the last video, well, I got to go to edit lines. In the last video, I wanted to, I didn't do the line changes for Hunter Shinkaruk. All right. All I did was replace players, so Ristolainen's in there. So, yeah, we're going to have to bring up somebody. Hang on. Roster moves. Let's go to forward. Who can come up here? Who's our best forward? Wheel to Foley. Yeah, I could bring up a, I'm going to bring up a scorer. Hang on. Let's see this Wheel guy. Puck skills is a 5-star. Shooting, 4.5 star. Skating, not the greatest. Defensive awareness. All right, he's not bad. Compare him to Toffoli. Toffoli's got the better shot. You know what? I'm going to go with Wheel. Yeah, I'm going to bring up Wheel. All right. But I'm not going to play him on the second line. We're going to do what we did last year. Kreider, you're going to come up to the second line left wing with Joe Pavelski and Alex Galchenyuk. All right. Actually, you know what? It's going to be Sam Reinhart. Sorry. Yeah, Sam Reinhart. Because he's got a lot of points this offseason. All right. So we're going to bring him up to the second line. Kreider's going to be on the third line with not Ristolainen. It's going to be Wheel. All right. Ristolainen, I got to scratch you. Wheel, get out there. All right, and Gerby, yeah, and then Max Reinhardt, Salainen, and Holloway. Yeah, that's fine for me. All right, we're going to have to fill this up. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Galchenyuk, yeah. Galchenyuk because Sam Reinhardt's already on the power play over here. So Galchenyuk again. Penalty kill. Ooh, is Kreider on the? No, we can use Kreider. He's not up there. Galchenyuk, I think, has the better defensive awareness, so we'll put Galchenyuk up on the first line penalty kill. 4-on-4 lines, give it to Kreider. All right. And we're good to go. Yeah, all right. So we don't have Hunter Shinkaruk. We're not going to have him for the whole playoffs, right? We know that. So Sam Reinhardt's moving up from the third line to the second line. Kreider's moving up from the fourth line, from the third line center to the third line left wing. And Wheel, he's getting his first chance as a Calgary Flame, basically. Not in the AHL. And his first game with us is going to be in the playoffs, all right? So last but not least, let's just check out the injury reports for the Buffalo Sabres. All right, we have Blake Wheeler, who's gone, Reinhart, and Shinkaruk. All right, so we're missing 3 good players here. Top 4 defensemen, second line left winger, and our third line right winger, our fourth line right winger. All right, so we're missing some players. Let's see what the Buffalo Sabres are missing. Ooh, yeah, look at this. Frolic, or was he already back? I think they put him back in the lineup, so he already might be back. Lundin, he's a defenseman, June 18th. I don't think he'll be back in time. Porter, May 29th, he might be back. And Ropo, June 2nd, he might be back. So I don't know who these guys are, but I'd imagine that they're at least depth players. Like, they'd be better than that 60 overall guy on the left wing on the fourth line, right? So no one outstanding coming back for both teams, all right? We're going to have to deal with the teams that we have out there. I think it's going to be a goaltender duel. Who's going to play better, Leland Irving or Ryan Miller, all right? Defensive cores are the same. Our offense should outweigh their offense. Come on, boys. Here it is, year 5. The last series we're ever going to do for GM Superbman. Let's own it here, all right? 3rd year in a row in the finals. Let's go for the Stanley Cup back-to-back years. Here we go. Let's get off to a good start. First period. All right, we got a goal. TJ Brody from the point, all right, in front of our home ice fans. And look, they started their backup. That Lewin guy is in, so Ryan Miller's not even in the net. So this is a must-win, boys. This is an absolute must-win. Second period. All right, they didn't score, but we didn't score. Their defensive core is still really good, though, even without Ryan Miller in the net. All right, so come on. We need one more. We need that lead. We need that lead. Power play. There it is. Ryan Murray, 2 goals from our defensive core this game. Good job, boys. Come on, 10 minutes left. There it is. Sam Reinhart on the power play. Good job. 1 goal for Cody Hodgson. Don't worry. There's another one. Barcheesy, baby. All right, we got it. We got it. Irving's not going to allow 3 goals in less than 5 minutes. All right, so there you go. We needed to win that first game without Ryan Miller in the net. We were able to score 4 goals. All right, Irving did his job. Only 19 shots against, but he only allowed 1 goal. All right, so he's doing his job. I'm glad that we were able to win that game. If we lost that game without Miller in the net, that would have been bad. All right, but we're doing good. Any injuries? Brody's been injured. His estimated return is July 17th. So Brody's gone now for the playoffs. Ristolainen, we need you. We need Ristolainen. All right. Manually, I'll just do this manually. Yeah, I think it's time for Duncan Keith to move up with Morgan Riley now. Yeah. All right. Ristolainen, where are you? Ristolainen. There you go. Or should I spread it out? No, I'm going to put Duncan Keith up on the first line. Yeah. Man, we've had so many defensive injuries. Kristanovich, Ristolainen, Volkanen, I think, got injured. Or no, maybe not. Griffin Reinhart got injured. Now TJ Brody. Our defensive core is just falling apart. All right. I'll switch up the defensive defenseman with the two-way defenseman. All right. Duncan Keith, get up here. It's got to be... I'll just put up Ristolainen because Kristanovich is more of a defensive guy. Ristolainen on the point, yeah. This is hurting. This is hurting. Duncan Keith was a must trade, man. Looking back at it now, oh my God. Thank God we traded for him. We would have no defenseman if we just kept going here. Kristanovich, you can go in for the penalty kill. Kristanovich, this is crazy the amount of injuries that are happening. Ristolainen, get in there, but switch with Duncan Keith. All right, so, and this doesn't matter. We'll just put Duncan Keith in for the, or Kreider or whatever. That's the shootout. All right, so there you go. Another injury, and he's going to be gone for the whole freaking time, man. Man, upgrading our injury guy did not do anything for us. This playoff, we had the most injuries ever so far. Jesus. All right, so we've lost another player here, but at least we have a series lead. Let's continue this momentum, all right? I'm sure their #1 starter, Ryan Miller, is going to be starting now. So we got to come off strong here. We got to have a really good first period. Let's get that lead. It's game 2, first period. All right, we didn't score a goal, that they didn't score a goal. We had 14 shots on the net. All right, here we go. Second period. All right, we got one. Nathan Gerby. Yeah, third line right winger. Oh, and he scored against his old team. All right, and Ryan Miller is in the net. All right, so here we go. We already have 30 shots on the net. They only have 10. Looks like, what did I say about their offense? They're missing some players, man. Come on, Irving. Come on, we need that lead, though. Power play. Oh, nice try. Come on, we need that lead. We need that lead. 5 minutes left. Somebody score. Somebody, there it is. Morgan Riley, the captain, gets an empty netter. And Leland Irving, some say, who should be the real captain. He gets a shutout, all right? So in 2 games in the finals, Irving, he's only allowed 1 goal, all right? Irving has won 6 games in a row. Well, actually, 8 games in a row going back to the St. Louis series, all right? Irving is on fire. Irving is on fire. Ryan Miller had an amazing game, but Leland Irving played that much better. I think that's the difference of this series. They had the better goalie, same defense, but we have the much better offense. Much better. All right, so we just got to keep it going here. Keep it going. I'm not going to change up any lines. No, we're good. We're good. Game 3, we're going to Buffalo. You got to expect they're going to put up a good game in either 3 or 4, all right? So try to keep it going, boys. I mean, I know they're a good team, so I'm not expecting a short series, but just try to keep it going, all right? Get that lead early. First period. All right, we got that lead early. Patrick Kane, good job. All right, so here we go. Just keep it up. Let's get that lead now for Irving. Second period. Oh, they got 2. I knew it. It was going to happen eventually. Porter and Lievo, all right? So they got 2 there in the second period. Come on now, third period. We can tie this game up. We got plenty of time. Let's get a quick one. Let's get a quick one. Let's not allow one, Irving. Penalty kill. Good job. Come on, we can get one. We can get one. Come on, somebody just pop one in. Pop one. Oh, yep. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Remember before it started, I said all they're going to need to do is get 1 or 2 goals a game, and that will be enough to get it to overtime or get them a win. All right, we had 35 shots on net, could only score 1 goal that game. That was a game that Ryan Miller was the better goalie. He played better than Irving. Even though Irving had the 3rd star, Ryan Miller was the better goalie, right? So that's what we're going to be running into with Ryan Miller, man. Any game he could steal. That was that second period where we allowed 2 goals. Still though, we should have at least scored 1 more. All right, so they at least this is turning out to be a series, all right? It's not 3-0, all right? They're not in trouble because they haven't lost at home yet. So boys, I don't want them to tie this series up. Let's win this game, all right? Offense, you didn't come up last game, you got to show up this game. Here we go. Come on. Game 4, first period. All right, we didn't score, but they didn't score, so it's not that bad. Second period. All right, we didn't score, they didn't score. We got a stalemate now. Both goalies are playing amazing. Come on, boys. Get 1 for Irving. Get 1 for Leland. Penalty kill. Good job, boys. Come on. There it is. Wheel. He comes up. All right, it's not over yet. 10 minutes left. Come on, boys. Play defense. Play defense. Yes, Gerby with the empty netter against his old team. And Irving gets a shutout again. 34 shots against. So, last game, Ryan Miller was the better goalie. This game, Leland Irving is the better goalie. Good job. Good freaking job. 34 shots on net as well. That's a handful. All right, Leland Irving, 1st star. And Jordan Wheel, he comes up, he gets his first NHL goal, unless he played one before I traded for him, because I didn't play him yet, all right, in the playoffs, and it's a big goal, too. All right, so there you go, boys. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. We are up 3-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals. Going back to Calgary, Stanley Cup is in the building, all right? We are riding the coattails of Leland Irving. Our offense... Again, I'm not blaming our offense because it's Ryan Miller. We expected this, and they have a really good defensive core. But Leland Irving, if he dropped the ball, we'd be in trouble. So far, he has taken the ball, and he has ran with it, all right? In 4 games, 2 goals against. So, again, Irving is the man right now. I shouldn't be jinxing him right now, but I have so much confidence in this guy, all right? I can't believe I put him in the AHL for the first 2 years. Jesus, he came back on fire. So here we go, boys, on front of our home ice fans. Let's get it done. Here we go. First period. Oh, they get a goal. Luke Adam. All right, so I jinxed him a little bit. We only had 5 shots on net there. We're a little nervous, all right? They're playing for their lives right now. We expected that, all right? But we can weather the storm. It's only a 1-goal lead. We can come back. Here we go. Second period. Oh, they got another one. Alesh Hemsky. All right. I guess Ryan Miller's in net, so this is going to be a tough third period. I don't see us. I mean, he can do the routine himself, all right? We need a quick one. If we want this to be a game, we need a quick one. Come on, we need a quick one. Penalty kill. We're not going to get... Nah, it's over. Jordan Leopold, 3 goals. All right, don't worry about it. Leland, 3 goals and 30 shots. All right, didn't matter because our offense didn't get a single goal anyway. So even if you only allowed 1 goal that game, it wouldn't have made any difference, all right? So he's up to, what, 5 goals in 5 games? Don't worry about it, boys. We knew they're a good team. They're the first seeded team in the Eastern Conference. All right, we knew this was going to happen. All right. Oh, look at that, Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller's been injured for the next 4 weeks. They lost their starting goalie, all right? So this is looking really good. No excuses now, boys. All right, they got their backup in the net who was like in the 70s. All right, I think he was like 76 overall or something. We have 2 chances. There's no reason why our offense can't show up here, all right? In the last 4 games, our offense has only scored, what? 5 goals, all right? Last 4 games, 5 goals. That's not enough for the first seeded team in the NHL during the regular season for goals for. All right, so here it is. I don't want to take it to Game 7. I don't care if we have to win on the road. I don't care about that. Let's play amazing. Defense, let's play amazing. First and second line, you guys have got to step it up now, all right? You guys have got to step it up. Here's your chance to get it done. Let's get it done. Stanley Cup on the road. I don't care. All right, here we go. First period. All right, we didn't score. They didn't score. That's fine. At least they're not smacking us in shots against, though. Come on now. It's their backup in the net. Offense, you guys can get it done. Second period. All right, we got one, but they got one. Korpikoski, he gets one on Irving. Patrick Kane, though, all right? So here we go, boys. Third period. I can smell it. Back-to-back Stanley Cup rings. I can smell it. Come on. Third period. Penalty kill. Good job. Come on. Somebody score a goal. 10 minutes left. Somebody score. 5 minutes left. Are we going to overtime? Oh, my goodness. Overtime. The Stanley Cup. Come on. It's on the line. Both teams are playing their hardest. 10 minutes. There it is. Barchese! Barchese gets an overtime winner to win the Stanley Cup for the Calgary Flames in back-to-back years. Oh, my God. Sven Barchese. This guy, from day one, we knew he was our best prospect. And just season after season, 70-something points, 80-something points. This year he had 90 points. And then he caps it off with the game-winning goal in overtime to win his team the Stanley Cup in 6 games, all right? What a dominating performance in the playoffs. Leland Irving, only 1 goal against once again, all right? He proved that he is the best goalie on the Calgary Flames team. No doubt. No doubt. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. There it is. The Stanley Cup is coming home with the Calgary Flames. On behalf of all the fans and the entire organization, I wanted to personally thank you for your hard work and effort this year. Great job. Oh, yeah. You and I have been through a lot these past 5 years, and it's now time to part ways. On behalf of the Calgary Flames, I want to sincerely thank you for your long and distinguished tenure as GM. In case you were wondering, you ended up first overall in the NHL Power Rankings. I better have. All right, we took this team from the basement to 3 times in a row the Stanley Cup Finals and winning the Cup 2 times, all right? Out freaking standing. There you go, boys. All right, it is done. There you go. Year 5 playoffs and the Calgary Flames, the whole playoff run. A sweep in the first round, 6 games in the second round. Sweep in the third round, 6 games in the fourth round, all right? We never went to Game 7. We never had our backs up against the wall. We were never facing elimination, all right? And we won the President's Trophy. An outstanding year for the Calgary Flames, and it's time for GM Superbman to ride off into the sunset and to release the team to somebody else, all right? Because the dynasty, the Superbman dynasty, it may still go, but it's never going to get anything better than this. All right, so I'm going to enjoy it. So there you go, Calgary. I hope I made you proud, all right? And there will be one more video where we judge how we did, all right? But don't worry about that right now because it's time to celebrate. So there you go, Calgary. Take it easy.